All right, how's it going, Taste Buds? Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. I'm your host, Evan.
And I'm your host, Gabe.
And you're listening to a snack podcast, a podcast where we acquire and review the latest and greatest snacks.
So that you know what to try and what not to buy.
And the name of this podcast? The Super Tasters Podcast. The Super Tasters Podcast, we're a snack podcast. Today we're snacking on 3 new types of Cheez-Its. At least one of them is new to us. It might not be new. We've got the Cheesy Taco Cheez-Its. We've got the Pesto Mozzarella Duos Cheez-Its and the Italian 4 Cheese. I've never tried them. I don't know how new they are. We've also got the Pringles Loaded Potato Skins. What do you got over there?
Over in my pile, we've got the new Doritos Late Night. I think it's jalapeno poppers. Zesty jalapeno poppers.
Oh, yeah.
We got the Ruffles Smokehouse Barbecue, which I'm actually not sure if that's new or not, but it's definitely new to us. We've got the Garden Veggie Flavor Burst Smoky Barbecue Tortilla Chips. Pop-Tarts No Chill Sugar Cookie. And then we got a bit of a weird-ish food. But it's the Caramel Jalapeno Cheese Popcorn. 2 flavors in one.
From
Costco.
Well, what's the brand?
From...
Oh, Costco.
Mallory's?
No.
Malloy's?
Mallory Malloy.
Mallory Malloy.
We've also... I know that we've mentioned this before, but we will be going on vacation this month, later in the month. We're going to be gone from April 28th till May 15th. So that means for uploads on the, uploads on the 2nd and uploads on the 9th. Actually, even maybe on the 16th. Maybe even on the 16th. They're all going to be Canada episodes from snacks that we grabbed while we were up in the Great White North in Canada. We're going to edit those beforehand and have them ready to go so you guys have something to watch while we're gone. Very excited to try. We got a lot of stuff in Canada, a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
There's not going to be any snack news during those episodes because it's all going to be pre-recorded. Quick shout out to the patrons on Patreon. And guys, if you were a patron, if you were a supporter, make sure to double check that you are still subscribed because a couple people were gifted memberships or I don't know. I've never actually been on the subscriber end of Patreon. I've only been on the bourgeoisie end.
Yes,
of things.
we have never been... No, I'm not going to say that. We have never been like the
patrons,
paying people, the patrons. We have only been the art making chads. You know?
We pay you. No, you wait. We
beg you to pay us.
You pay us to give us the marble, and we make the sculpture.
Exactly.
That's what this podcast is. But thank you to the people who are currently paid members.
Yes.
And I'm sorry if anybody's left out. Make sure to double check your subscription. If you don't hear your name and you're like, what the hell? Thank you to KGMA, Tape Master, Les Britt, Clearly Awesome, The Pickler. Thank you to Yarbs. And thank you to the Unicycler. So if you didn't hear your name, make sure that you're still following us or subscribe to us on Patreon if you intend to be. Yes, we are now under the 10 patron threshold that we said we would release the PO box once we reached, and we are still going to open the PO box.
I was just about to say we decided that we are still going to open it, even though you guys technically are below the 10. That's just how gracious we are as the leading leaders of the cutting edge snack podcast world.
Yes. But we're probably going to open that after we get back from Japan, so that you guys don't fill it up full of yummy snacks while we're gone, and then the
post people,
those crooks at the post office, eating our snacks,
exactly,
open our mail, steal my Pokemon cards. So what do we want to start with today? That was a new character that I was workshopping, and that was one thing I wanted to start with. That was Angry Man. But what do we want to start with snack wise?
You know what? Because we got our run of Cheez-Its. We've got some kind of like more zesty
just the one
flavors.
Sweet that we can save for the end.
I was just about to say either save it for the end or we could do it in the middle.
So maybe something kind of... Should we just start with a Cheez-It and kind of space them out, or do you want to do them all back to back?
Yeah, we could do a Cheez-It and then a non-Cheez-It.
Let's start with the 4 cheese because I'm not sure. The Italian 4 cheese. This is Italian discrimination. It's Italian erasure. I'm sorry.
Does it say what 4 cheeses they are? Sorry, Evan's doing a bad crack. He's being polite.
Yes. Okay. cottage.
Whiz.
Yeah, so 4 cheeses. It says, wow, I really should have looked for the answer before I. It doesn't say. I'm assuming Parmesan. It looks like a parm on the cover. Maybe Mott's. It says made with 100% real cheese. But what cheeses did you use? I can smell them. Give that a whiff. That smells great.
My first, upon first whiff, it smells mostly of the cracker.
Yeah. Okay, so there's white cheddar cheese in here. There is riboflav. Never heard of that cheese. Oh, Monterey Jack,
Okay.
Romano, Parmesan, mozzarella, Asiago. Wait a second.
Okay, how many? Wait a minute.
Wait a second. Hold on, because you guys said 4 cheese. Which 4 are you mentioning on the box, and which 4 are the secret ingredients? Because
So there's 4 Italian cheeses, but there's more than 4 cheeses.
yeah, that's actually a really good deal. We actually got more than our money's worth. All right, let's get into this. Almost 10 minutes in, trying our first snack. That's good. Okay, so it's got a nice, diverse cheese flavor. At the beginning, it starts to get maybe a little salty towards the end. Maybe that's just the nature of having so many cheeses with the parm and the cheddar. But, it's not too salty.
No, it's not too salty. It is very savory.
It's very flavorful.
You can kind of taste like the Parmesan Asiago flavors.
Yeah, it's hard. It's almost like there's so many cheeses, it's hard to pick out the individual cheese flavors.
Yeah,
for me.
You get kind of the Italian cheese flavors at the very beginning, and then it kind of diverts to a normal cheese-it flavor, I would say.
Pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
Definitely better than just like the baseline cheese it.
I agree.
What are you thinking? What are you feeling?
My gut is that this is like a high 3.
I think so too, because I'm enjoying them. There is a little point taken off for like the salt level. But I've had Cheez-Its that have just blown me away.
True.
I've had Cheez-Its where I'm like the buffalo Cheez-It, or I have personally like the duos. That's just the what is it? The duos. Is it parm? Is one of them parm? What is the normal cheese 2 cheese duo flavor?
I thought it was like like Parmesan and
I like that duos a lot.
God, maybe not. No, I can't even remember. Just
It's probably like cheddar parm or something. This is like pretty good, but it's not as good as some of the other Cheez-Its I've tried. I don't know. Let's just say I'm more excited for the other 2 boxes that we have. Then I'm comfortable putting those in a 3. Next, let's do one of our barbecues.
that sounds good.
Let's maybe the veggies.
The Garden Veggie Flavor Burst Smoky Barbecue Flavored Tortilla Chips.
Yeah. That was a loud bag opening.
Hard crack.
We've got 3 barbecue flavors on the episode today. We've got the new barbecue Goldfish crisps that I'm really excited for because we love the dill pickle, the spicy dill pickle. We've got these, of course, and then we've got the Smokehouse Barbecue Ruffles, which, like you were saying, I don't think they're new, but they're returning. So they're back on the shelves, but they're new to us.
Yeah, because I did not try. Since doing the podcast, I have had a lot of very good barbecue chips, but before that, the Lay's barbecue kind of turned me off of trying other barbecue chips.
Yeah, and that's valid. I'm the same way. Yeah, you build up a distrust because of those, and everyone always gets them.
Yeah.
We harp on it all the time, but I'm gonna clear my palate.
Oh, you got a nice like chip salad going on there with all of your veggie. You got like one of each color in your hand.
Yeah, I've got a little medley, a garden medley, if you will, a bouquet.
Evan's gonna toss
I've
chip
got
salad.
one of the carrot, I've got one of the asparagus, and one of the tomato. I don't know how they pressed. Yeah,
They're like,
squished.
we want to go for nice neutral
tortilla.
vegetables, and one of them is asparagus.
Peeing after this. Ah, it reeks in here. Okay. All right, smoky barbecue. Oh. Wow.
Good texture.
It's very flavorful. Like, right off the bat. And not just because I grabbed a fistful and shoved a fistful into my mouth. The flavor does kind of just wisp away, like the fog clearing up, you know? Like, it's almost like when you're chewing gum and you're like, oh, where's it going? Where's it going? No. And you're really trying to hold on to it.
Yeah.
And it just goes away. And it's very front loaded. But the flavor that is front loaded is very nice.
I think I don't think that these need to exist in a world with the barbecue Doritos, which are like a staple now. Like they are a.
But this is healthier, assumedly. Wait. Oh, the calories are the same. Maybe worse. The same? No. Like the same. 140 for 11, 150 for 11.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
these. I think are fine.
Well,
I like
and
the
it's also
texture.
sometimes with tortilla chips, right? Like tortilla chips are for dips a lot of the times, for dipping into salsa or whatever you want. Doritos, you don't need to do that because they're so seasoned. The flavor is already there. With these, when the flavor is going away, you might think, oh, these might be good in a dip, but then it's like, they're barbecue flavor. What are you going to dip them in? You
Right.
know? I mean, you could do like a salsa barbecue mix. I guess it'd probably be fine.
The
but
worst, yeah.
It's like you can't use them as a tortilla for dipping, and they don't really scratch that itch as much as a Doritos tortilla flavor does. And you think, well, yeah, of course, because they're supposed to be healthier. They're veggies. Are they healthier? The calories are the same. I know that's not the only thing that's important, but yeah, I agree. I understand what you're saying. But the flavor's not bad, especially at the beginning.
The flavor's not bad, but okay, so obviously I'm on camera having just eaten a bunch of them, but
The flavor goes away pretty fast, though.
I did that to kind of deliberate to see like if they're different tastes. I think these need something else. It needs to be like a spicy barbecue
Yeah.
or like I don't know, man. It's just they're kind of boring to me. I almost being kind of a hater, I almost want to put them in 2, but they're not terrible because then I don't want to go into I don't want people to think they're gross. I just
not
don't
gross.
feel any need to finish.
If
this
they're going to be the
bag.
same amount of calories as a Doritos, they better be the same amount of flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. Like spiritually, I do think it belongs in a 2, but I'm enjoying eating them. It's just as a snack at the price point. Who is this for? Why does this exist? Yeah, it might be a 2, unfortunately, but but it's not because of the flavor. It's all of the factors.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Yeah.
the chips are good. The chips are solid. The seasoning blend is pretty good. It's just the nacho cheese variety of these. Is that the one we tried on pod? I think it was the nacho cheese, and like the ranch.
Yeah, I
those are
think so.
both better than these.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, let's go back to another Cheez-It. I'm thinking of these guys. Another cheesy flavor. Pesto, mozzarella. Man, I've been looking out for these for so long, ever since they were first announced.
Yeah, we've been on the hunt for these, and you
I'm
finally
so
were able to
excited.
find them.
100% real cheese. How many cheeses did you put in here? Not just mozzarella this time. Let's see. There's white cheddar cheese in here, which is kind
I
of
like
funny.
how they always have. So I guess
Extra cheeses.
because the cheese it is made out of cheese, they have to have like, well, there's cheese in the cracker.
Yeah, but But this is the white cheddar, so it's like white cheddar and then the mozzarella. So it's like, why are there 6 cheeses on the,
In the
4
4
cheeses?
cheese? Yeah.
It's making me go crazy.
It's made out of cheese and then it's seasoned with other cheese.
Yeah.
How do they smell?
They smell kind of mild.
Yeah, they smell. My smell was primarily of cardboard, so maybe I should have taken the bag out.
We'll take a bite of that. Let's review that.
Yeah, for real.
Okay, I can tell which ones tend to be the pesto. I kind of want to try. I'll try it together first, and then I'll do one at a time.
Me personally, I'm starting with the mutts.
You doing one at a time first?
Yeah, I'm doing
well,
mutts,
I'll do
then
that.
I'm doing pesto, and
Stop
then I'm doing
saying
it
it like
together.
that.
What, mutts? I want people to know that I'm from New York. The pesto is
Even
definitely
the
strong
mozzarella,
enough that it's gotten on
just
the
bumping
mozzarella.
against the pesto chips have made it. The mozzarella is fine. It's just kind of,
That pesto's easy, pretty good though.
mozzarella is a hard flavor to reproduce on chips because it's such a, I don't want to say bland cheese. It's just it's a subtle cheese and it's delicious. Don't get me wrong. I love mozzarella, especially on pizza. But as a chip flavor, it's hard to make it come through. All right. Sorry, I had more mozz, so
No, it's okay.
more pesto. Try and pesto. Oh, wow.
That's pretty good, right?
That's interesting. That is good. Wow, the pesto flavor is really good. It's pretty strong, too. I mean, you can see it when you look at the cracker. It is dappled with green energy. It looks like maybe a Hulk villain, or perhaps one of the Gangrene Gang from Powerpuff Girls. Anyone remember? That's a TV show. Only 90s kids remember. Only 90s kids remember Powerpuff Girls. Only 90s kids remember Family Guy. And only 90s kids remember
When Family Guy was good.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah.
Courageous the Coward the Dog.
Yeah.
And if you're not a 90s kid, you'll never hear of that, and you never will. These are great. I mean, the pesto carries a lot of it.
So here's the deal. In my opinion, hear me out if you will.
No one wants to hear your opinion? Why would they listen to this podcast for your opinion?
Okay, so the mozzarella crackers.
You guys, I'm trying to incept Gabe during his review. I've got. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
The mozzarella crackers are fine.
Yeah.
They're a neutral cracker. There's a little bit of pesto on every single one of them because the pesto flakes are coming off. That makes it better. They make them like pretty good. The pesto ones are great.
You know what?
I think
Just pesto.
I was
If
gonna
they
say,
did just a pesto,
that's where I was going with this. These 4. Just pesto 5.
just do a Bob's Burgers Jimmy pesto flavor. Oh, actually, you can't do that. Never mind.
Yeah.
His voice actor stormed the Capitol building. So I don't think he's on the TV show anymore. He came into work on Monday and they're like, is this you?
Yeah, for real.
With Nancy Pelosi's severed head? Yeah, that's me. You can't do a cartoon character anymore.
What about
That's real, by the way. Look it up.
What about
It
a
is.
pesto? What about a duo with pesto and
listening.
sun-dried tomato?
Now we're talking. Yeah, like a bruschetta vibe.
Yeah.
The pesto is so good, though. Even just with the mozz, because the mozz doesn't bring it down.
The crispy one with the pesto.
Oh, dude, he got the secret. He got the secret cheese it.
You know what? Maybe these are still a 5 because the pesto carries so much. But I feel like,
At least a 4. At least.
yeah, we'll go with gut. We'll go with gut. I think it's a 4. It's almost a 5. I think that the mozzarella ones are just kind of like,
If I was working on the assembly line, dude, just the pesto cheese it funnel, I would be just scooping it all day long, dude. Yeah. I'd be under the funnel just. Yeah. Yeah, I feel comfortable with that. Ooh. I think a 4. It's hard. Like my body, when I get a good pesto, I'm like,
the pesto
Is it
ones.
a 5?
The pesto crackers are a 5.
yeah.
I think the mozzarella just kind of like weakens the pesto flavor.
That's fair. Yeah. Okay, let's put it in a 4. Pretty dang good, though. Worth the wait?
Yes.
I got this towel so that I wouldn't be sucking on my fingers as much.
I'm a bad influence.
I hope you guys love it. Let's do another barbecue. I'm thinking just the Ruffles, the smokehouse.
Me opening bag, so I muted Evan drinking water. Just 45 seconds of dead air, baby.
Yes, sir. That's what the people
Wow.
tune in for.
Look at the color of those. Look how dusted they are.
They look like they've been in a smoker and they've been rubbed down with dry rub.
Yeah, they got bark. They have the pink smoke ring somehow.
They got barked. Yeah, I swallowed my water wrong. They smell good, not super strong.
Yeah, they smell fine, yeah.
Does Ruffles have a standout barbecue that we've tried? I know that we've got good barbecue flavors from Hare's and from from Utz, right? But I can't think of anything off the top of my head from. I'm sure Ruffles has had one that we've.
Have we done the Flamin' Hot barbecue?
From them?
Yeah.
Not on pod, I don't think.
Okay.
That's how we talk now, by the way. When you're like almost 75 episodes into a podcast, you say, not on pod.
Yeah.
I'll save it for the pod.
It's either on pod or off pod, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Those are those ridges that you always hear about, you know?
Mm-hmm. For my pleasure.
Evan will have to put subtitles on that joke.
It's like at first, it's like, ooh. But then it's like, like biting into a baked potato that's seasoned on the outside. You're like, wow. This is really, that's just potato.
Oh, where'd it go?
That's all potato.
Better than Lay's, but they're kind of like,
But only just.
yeah. It's like the same, other than there's more of a potato flavor, because
No, but I mean,
the
this
chip
is just
thicker.
evidence that it is so hard to nail a solid barbecue flavor, which just gives more. We must give more props to the brands that
The ones that do.
do, like the Bourbon Street Smoky Sweet from Utz or from Zapp's, right? The Harris Baby Back Rib.
Yep.
Yeah,
The Doritos barbecue.
even the Doritos barbecue is terrific. I mean, barbecue more like barbecue.
Whoa. You think these are 2? I probably would have went with 3 just because I think they're fine.
I think the Lay's barbecue, for me, are a 1 or a 2 if I'm really hungry. And I think these are just above, so these are a 2 or a 3 if I'm really hungry. But guess what? I'm not.
Wow.
Because I'm eating, though. I stay eating. Except I'm watching my sugar.
I think for me, I think they're for me they're a low 3. But honestly, if we want to put them in 2, I'm not gonna try to save them.
I feel as strongly about... I actually like the garden veggie more than these, to be honest. Flavor-wise, at least.
That's crazy. I think these are better than the garden veggie.
I don't think so.
So I guess we'll meet in the middle and put them in 2. They're both
Okay.
in 2. They're both Spanish.
Now I think I kind of want to break up the barbecue Cheez-It to try these new loaded potato skin Pringles. We tried the 7-layer dip, which you'll hear more about later, but I enjoyed tremendously.
Wait a minute. Should we break it up real quick?
We're not halfway through yet. This
Okay.
is our 5th snack.
Okay, never mind. Break up the chips? No, that's a dumb idea. Why would I even suggest that?
They're already broken up. Look, someone shook up the container.
Uh-oh.
When they're in transport.
They don't
They
really
smell
have a
kind of
smell.
mild.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm big Pincho.
And I'm Little Pincho.
Okay. So
Neat.
I got a big pinch I got to get through. Hold on.
Let me see. Let me try one more pinch because I'm about to have some big opinions here.
Here's my problem with it. Loaded potato skin. And you're thinking, yeah, you bite into it, potato skin. I see it. Well, Earth to whoever's watching this, Earth the audience, they're potato chips. Pretty easy to nail the potato skin flavor. Loaded? See, what I'm confused by, the 7-layer dip, you bite into one of those and you're like, whoa, what's going on? Bing, boom, boom. All the flavors that are on the picture on the can are popping into your mind. Whoa.
They're somehow
cheese,
there.
Whoa. Bean dip. Whoa. Bop, bop, bop. Sour cream. Boom, boom, boom. They're all just like, I guess maybe Remy when he's thinking of like a little recipe when he's got a brain blast. But this one, I mean, where's the bacon? Where's the cheese? Where's the sour cream? You can't put all this on the picture. I know you guys can do. I know you have the technology at the Pringle factory because you did it with the 7-layer dip. I don't know. I might just be in hater mode today. Let me get a little bit more.
So here's what I tasted because I had to go for a second pinch because I was
Also,
the same thing.
I mean, bro, you tell me that a termite wasn't nibbling on this?
The potato termites, the potato mites.
Yeah. What the hell is this?
They straight up do look like little bites out of the chips. So here's what I tasted upon first snack and then second snack. The snacktigation. There's no good portmanteau for snack investigation. So, I tasted primarily actual potato skin, like the earthy, like potatoy flavor that you get from the actual skin of a potato, and I tasted something like salty cheese. Like Evan said, there's no onion, there's no bacon, there's no real cohesive
There's a little bit of cheese
and
on the
sour
back
cream
end,
flavor. It tasted primarily of potato and salt with maybe a little bit of a cheese blend.
It tastes like a very slightly enhanced Pringles original flavor.
Yeah.
I'm bitchy today.
These are mid.
Yeah.
These are at least a 2, but I could even see them going in 1 because they're very disappointing.
I put them in a 2. They're not actively like bad or anything.
I was gonna say if 2,
It's just a miss.
if 1 is where the everything bagel Pringles live, then this I guess is technically a 2 because it's a little bit more edible. But I would never even get these again.
Disappointing, but sometimes you get those with Pringles. They usually don't miss, but when they do,
The highs and lows, the Pringles roller coaster is crazy.
the highs and it's like the stock market over here. Anybody watching that? Anybody know anything about that? Anyways,
I don't want to know what's happening to my retirement fund.
Okay, everybody, you know what time it is. It's time for me to read the snack news. I don't like that face. I'm doing it again.
Okay.
It's time for me to read the snack news, partner. God, that was fucking cool. Okay, first of all, the Mountain Dew Cabo Citrus flavor is finally coming to shelves soon. As well as the Mountain Dew Mango Rush, going to be a Little Caesars exclusive. That's coming as well. So exciting. Flips Pretzels released a new
Fried.
chocolatey. Flips Pretzels released a new
Fried.
chocolatey sandwich cookie flavored pretzel. That's a lot,
Yeah.
We've got, this is kind of fun. Oreo might be making an Oreo
Cupcake.
So it is potentially coming soon. It's got an Oreo on top. It's got a cream filling. They want you to go do a survey to gauge interest to see if they're probably going to end up making it either way. But if you guys want to go do the survey, if it looks good, go do the survey. Drumsticks. Nestle, everyone's favorite company. Nestle releasing new drumstick bites. It's just like the little pieces at the end of the cone that's filled with chocolate. It's pretty fun.
Oh.
Obviously, that's an old picture. That's from last snack news. Let's see. We've talked about the 7-Up Endless Summer Watermelon Strawberry Flavored Soda are now hitting the shelves. Wow, is that really all? Just a little slow snack news week. We talked about, obviously, the dill pickle shellless pistachios that we got sent from Wonderful. Very gracious of them. And then last but not least, Triscuit releasing a new cinnamon brown sugar flavored Triscuit. So I don't know, maybe that'll be good for your guys' charcuterie boards, your charcuterie. Okay, now that's it for the snack news. We are now going to get into our snack of the month picks. So, guys, here are our snack of the month picks for the month of March. I'll go ahead and start. I guess my snack of the month pick for the month of I said munch. I got food on the brain.
Guess what? We're changing the word month to munch. That's how serious we take it.
Yeah,
It's the snack of the munch.
the snack of the munch. So this my snack of the munch pick for the munch of March. I can't do this. I'm gonna have to go with the Pringles 7-layer dip. I love them. I mean, it's rare that you see a chip go for such a bold flavor where there's so much going on, but actually deliver on the diversity of the flavors that are pictured on the can. It's a flavor experience. It's like a roller coaster. You get high fives by the sour cream when you're going by, and then the cheddar cheese, and then the beans. I keep forgetting what's pictured on the 7-layer dip, and it's been so long since I've had some. I don't want to list a flavor that's not in and be embarrassed, but it's a very good chip. I highly recommend. They're brand new, so go get them while you still can. And my honorable mention is going to go to the Lychee peelable gummies from Amos brand. Nice brand, who is
Friend of the podcast.
I believe Amos now owns Nice brand. But yeah, they were so tasty. I mean, it's everything that you want out of those peelable gummies. With obviously lychee is one of the best fruit flavors in my opinion. Like you said, it's very floral, it's very sweet, and it's just a fun experience to peel those. And it's you peel off the little red part, and it's a little white, just like actual lychee. Whoa, that's cool. But it is cool, and I liked it.
It was good. It was
right.
really tasty. My snack of the munch pick is going to be the Sargento Pepper Jack cheese bake crackers. They had what really blew me away is how good the texture was. It's that perfect blend between like a hard baked cheese crisp and a cracker, so it's really nice and crunchy. The pepper jack flavor was surprisingly very there was a lot of flavor there it was a complex flavor. That's the word I was looking for. Very, very good. The other two were pretty good, but I think the pepper jack is where it really shines.
So good, dude.
And then my honorable mention is going to have to be the Chester's Fries Tangy Carolina Barbecue. It was such a really good blend of like sweet and tangy. It's like kind of like a mustardy barbecue sauce flavor. It was really good. It worked really well for me.
Mustard!
He did it!
Just like Kendrick Lamar. So those are our snack of the month picks for the month of March. Go check them out if you haven't already.
Get them or don't. Who cares? I care. Get them, please.
Yeah, we need an affiliate link.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so moving on. Let's go back to the Cheez-It, the final Cheez-It. That's going to be the Cheesy Taco Cheez-It. I'm excited. I'm really excited for these. I mean, who doesn't like tacos? Smells taco-y. It's
got
white people taco night.
Exactly. It's got that classic, like, hard-shelled taco picture on there. It looks like Taco Bell. It does smell like taco seasoning.
Oh, wow. It's there.
Yeah. It definitely tastes like a Cheez-It covered in taco seasoning, which pairs pretty well, I'd say.
It does. You know what I'm thinking? Because we used to, man, this is D-Gen. And some of you, if you know, you know. So just stay out of fat people's business if this is offensive to you. We would cut open a bag of Doritos and dump taco meat in it and sour cream, guacamole, tomatoes, onions, cheese, hot sauce, just taco. Make a taco bag.
Taco bag, yeah.
Out of a Doritos.
I was saying, we did not invent this, by the way. This is a thing that people do.
Well, of course not, yeah. But I think that these would be a fine addition to, you throw some of those in there, too, when you do that. It feels like that's where they belong. They belong in a taco bowl or in a taco bag.
Imagine making something like some kind of like Southwest, like Tex-Mex style dish, like you're making chili mac or something. You crush some of these.
Or like they do like the Frito boats,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
These would be a good addition to something, I think.
These are good. These are quite good.
I think they really deliver on what they are advertising as well.
Yeah, 100. I mean, if you're that taco seasoning is very strong, and it, like you said, it goes well with the cheese. I think it's hard to say. They're good. I still definitely like the pesto and mozz more.
I think they're a strong 3.
Yeah,
I mean, there's something I would want a little bit more for it to get tipped out of the 3 category into like
Spicy.
4 and 5 territory.
well, let's just say it. We say it every single goddamn time. It would be cool if they were spicy.
If there's a spicy taco, it would be much better.
That's how we eat our tacos. Now, don't go run into the comment section with "That's what she said."
Or do if you want.
Sometimes you just have to.
Cool.
Sometimes you have to throw on a face and sit with the cringe that you've created. So, audio listeners, you didn't get to see the face, but you got to sit and marinate in the cringe with me.
Yeah, so now you get to imagine a face that we made.
Yeah, and it's worse probably than what you're thinking. All right, yeah, let's put those in a 3. They could be, as we always tend to say, upon further snack review throughout the week, they might be bumped up to a 4.
The taco seasoning is nice.
Do you think if we adjust a rating to go lower or higher, we should like post
Make an announcement?
make a post on like Patreon or something, and the super fans can know the real score if it changes.
Either that or maybe we come clean at the beginning of like when we make a new episode. Like, hey, we got a last episode we rated it this.
And then I have to keep a list.
Oh, true.
No, it doesn't happen very often. Okay, now we're moving on to the final barbecue flavor, the Goldfish barbecue crisps. So excited, dude.
Ooh, they smell good. They smell kind of tangy.
Oh yeah, they do. I'm excited.
Yeah,
Do you
we've
think
had,
it's
we've
gonna
had
make-
pretty good luck with Goldfish crisps.
It's probably going to be... Do you think there's still going to be a little bit of cheese flavor? Or do you think they would have said cheddar barbecue? Because there's no cheese flavor on the dill, on the
Yeah,
pickle.
I don't think that. I think that with the Goldfish crisps, they are just goldfish shaped. They are not like the primary, the proprietary blend of goldfish in a crisp form. Okay.
It's fun. Obviously, as with all the other crisps, texture's great. It almost feels like it's missing something spice.
Yeah.
But no, but seriously, it's like it's almost like the cracker comes in maybe too strong at the end, but there is no cheese. So it's just a basic cracker flavor. The dough, I don't know. I don't know, but they seem really seasoning really seasoning. They seem really seasoning at first.
I think they're
No, it's just not strong enough.
good. They're not great.
I mean, this is evidence, though. This is just more evidence of how hard it is to deliver on the barbecue flavor. Some brands make it look easy. Some brands, they struggle. And if you can't swim, you're going to sink.
Yeah, and barbecue sauce.
Wait, that doesn't sound so bad.
I think there are 3. I don't know.
I think they're just above, the others that we tried. They're okay. But definitely the weakest 3 of the episode so far. Yeah. Yeah. They're okay. Honestly, these might even be a 2. Is this our Mean Girl episode?
The only reason I was thinking there are 3 is because I do think that of the 3 that we've tried, this is the best barbecue. But I mean,
Put
I
them
don't
in
know,
the
I wouldn't-
brig.
I wouldn't get them again, man. Like you
spot-
said,
well-
this kind of just shows our take on barbecue sauce. You have to really wow us.
The spicy dill pickle is so good immediately. And I'm really trying to warm up to these, but I feel like I'm just forcing it, and I don't feel swayed. I feel like it's a 2. Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I don't like them enough to argue them out of two.
Now we're moving on.
Damn,
Let's
you hate to see it.
get
This is the most
something.
twos we've gotten in a while.
Let's get some. No, go ahead and curl yourself back up. The
Yeah,
bag is
thanks,
starting
bud.
to unfurl. Don't worry about it, pal. You're not going to be opened anytime soon. Let's go ahead and get to a showstopper. The new Doritos late night flavor. I mean, the late night sizzling cheeseburger was incredible. The Zesty taco as well. I have high hopes for the Zesty jalapeno popper. Gosh, you got a big whiff of those.
Yeah. Hold it in.
Hold it in.
Hold it in. Yeah, it's definitely
Ooh.
smells like the jalapeno
The artificial
cheddar.
jalapeno scent.
It smells like jalapeno cheddar Cheetos.
Yeah, good call.
But Doritos, I mean, I'm a Dorito stan.
God, the color array on
Does
the
anybody say that still?
the color, yeah, of course they do. The color array of the chip particles on my microphone are it's like a it's like a poisonous mushroom.
It's actual particle. I got some particulate as well. So, you know, I'm
Yeah,
with you,
why
I'm
don't
with
you
buddy.
mind your own?
It's
All
for
right.
me kissing the mic.
Let's do it. Doritos late night zesty jalapeno popper. Cheers. Okay. Well, that's already
They didn't touch-
halfway in
it
your
didn't touch my
mouth.
tongue yet.
Okay. Yeah, just your hot warm breath. All right.
Oh, wait. Hang on.
Do we have COVID? Why is
That
the
initial flavor was really good, and then it went.
I know. And I feel like the tortilla flavor is so strong. What is going on? Are chips in their flop era or I am my slop era?
Taste bud slop.
It looks well seasoned.
So the cheddar jalapeno flavor comes in right at the beginning. You almost feel like you can taste like a cream cheesiness,
Yeah.
and then just instantly turns into tortilla chip.
It just barely distinguishes itself from the base nacho cheese Doritos. You're right. There's a little bit of a jalapeno sour cream flavor. Maybe at the beginning, it's gone way too fast for me to even recognize what it is. It's like faster than a chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey. Do you guys like, hey, Gen Alpha, Gen Z? Whose meme is it? One of your guys's. You guys like it when dorky old men, millennials come and ruin your memes?
Yeah, us too.
'Cause I know I'm actually 21, which is crazy to me.
Yeah, and I'm younger.
You're like, you're 21? I thought you were 19. I'm trying to distract myself from the disappointment I'm feeling towards these Doritos.
I had high expectations because 8 times out of 10, Doritos delivers.
Yeah. They get bland so fast. What is happening? Will you inspect my tongue, please?
He has COVID.
Will you check my... Your taste buds are bright red.
Yeah, they're gone.
Yeah, they're completely gone. You know,
These are literally like just okay.
and you know it's gonna be like $6 a bag.
Yeah. This is probably one of the weakest Doritos we've had on the pod.
I'm just
in a
gonna
while.
say, put it in 2. Get it out of my face. Everything is a 2.
everything is 2. Yeah. I think there was a lot of potential. All I can taste is what could have been, you know?
Damn. There was a lot of potential.
Yeah, maybe because we got burned, but I don't know. Yeah, it's going in 2.
It's like a disappointed parent. It's like there was a lot of potential. I don't know what happened. He just plays RuneScape for 18 hours a day. Are those all 2s? Are these all 2s? This is the most 2 heavy. I was so excited at the beginning of this episode. I was like, bro, here come the bangers. And we
Yeah.
did the Cheez-Its. I think that those were very satisfying. But man, what is going on? What is going on? All right, the Pop-Tarts.
This is No Chill Sugar Cookie, the Spring Thaw edition.
You like the little piece of tape on this?
I noticed this is taped up.
The employees resealed it. They took out all the art rares and the hollows.
Yeah.
All the Pop-Tart holographics. This was a gift from a podcast viewer, from a very generous
Thank you.
a very generous viewer.
So were the Doritos, and I'm sorry that we.
Now he tells me. It kills me when you're just silent when I do stuff like that. When I go big or go home, but I said to go big, and then it's just silence on your end and just no laughter, and I want to go home. It makes me want to go home instead of going big.
That one wasn't for me. I don't know.
Can someone out there please comment an LOL or an LMAO that I don't kill myself tonight? Okay, yeah, let's split the Pop-Tart since I'm trying to watch my sugar. So this is a sugar cookie flavor, correct?
Yes.
It smells like a sugar cookie.
Yeah, it smells like straight vanilla.
The filling just looks almost like just more pastry.
It does. It's the color of the pastry.
Almost has like a doughy flavor.
You know what this tastes like?
Yeah. Sugar cookie.
Specific sugar cookie.
Like the store ones with like the sprinkles and the
Loft
bunk
House
frosting.
Super soft, like way too soft.
That is what it tastes like. That's pretty good.
Surprisingly not bad.
I mean, especially if you like those cookies.
Do we bother toasting it? Is the question.
I'll pot it, and if it's a big enough difference, I'll put in a little edit.
Okay.
Man, I did the dance. I sung the jingle and everything, and he just sits there. I'll wait for him to be done. I want to keep reviewing the food. It kills me. I'm actually pleasantly surprised with these. A lot of Pop-Tart flavors for me. I'm like, eh.
And let me be clear.
Yeah.
I like those Loft House really soft, really like artificial sugar cookies. They definitely have a time and place.
Yeah.
I think for me,
the place is straight out of the container. Don't transfer them to a plate.
No.
Maybe hunched over in a way that you wouldn't want someone to walk in on you.
Because they're very crummy.
At the time, maybe 1 a.m.
Yeah, yeah.
With a thimble of milk.
I think these are a 4.
Damn, you really like those cookies.
They're either a 3 or a 4. But I like them surprisingly. Maybe I'm just like coming down from the Doritos disappointment.
Yeah, I agree. I'm feeling
I need you to be the level-headed one.
Well, I'm mostly just impressed by how different the texture and flavor is from a regular Pop-Tart, and how close they got it to match those sugar cookies in specific that you're referencing. And for that reason alone, I feel like it is an achievement of science, and I do think that it belongs in a 4. Even if I don't have that same love for those cookies that you do.
Rare Pop-Tarts W and Doritos L. What timeline are we in right now?
The tariff timeline.
Yeah.
Okay, don't get all political on me. That was my angry man character.
Yeah.
Who did you vote for? Okay, last but not least, time for the weird food. Because I'm a weird dude. And I'm in a weird mood.
So we got the caramel jalapeno cheese popcorn, 2 flavors in 1, caramel and jalapeno cheese combined in every pop.
Is popcorn?
What did you think it was?
It looked like cheese crackers on the front. That's like kettle corn?
Yeah.
I'm less excited. More hesitant. I mean, we've had
It's a weird food, man. What do you want me to tell you?
we have not had it with the jalapeno, but we have had like a caramel cheese kettle corn on the pod before. Okay.
Does it smell like dog food?
If your dog is eating cheese.
It smells kind of weird.
Whoa.
Whoa.
But maybe.
Whoa.
It's so savory.
It tastes, the first thing you taste is onion.
There's definitely onion powder and caramel.
Wow.
You're not wrong, though.
Onion and garlic powder. Yeah, like.
I disagree with this little heat scale they have on the front that goes from mild, spicy, hot to extra. It's on spicy. I think it should probably be on mild, personally. This is weird, dude. I know there are people that like to do, well, obviously the cheddar caramel, and sometimes people will like to put candy in their popcorn and stuff. I think mine to be one or the other typically. If I'm going for a sweet corn, and we've had some great sweet popcorns on the podcast, then I just want it to be sweet. If I'm going for a savory, dude, I will. All right, here's the secret recipe. Okay. Yeah. And I don't care. I don't care if you think it sounds good. I don't even care if you. I don't care if you think it sounds bad. I do care. If you think it sounds good. I don't care about any of it.
Fuck you guys.
Okay. All right. Anyway, sometimes if I'm feeling naughty, here's what I like to do to my popcorn at home.
Just kidding, by the way. Love you guys.
And it is better if you pop it yourself. If you get the kernels, you don't have the energy. That's fine. Just make it out of a bag in the microwave. I'm not your mom. I might be your dad. Son, if you're watching this, I'm sorry.
Write this down.
I know it's been a long time.
It's Papa's last popcorn recipe.
Papa had to run away to make a podcast. Okay, here's what I do to my popcorn, and judge me not, lest ye be judged. Popcorn, and then you need a little bit of moisture for extra seasoning to stick to. Tabasco. I put hot sauce on it. Tabasco specifically. Then I add some black pepper. Then, if you have it, it's good to add like a nutritional yeast that they use. I know that the local theater that we sometimes go to, where I live, they're the ones that gave me the idea because they do that over there. So, that's optional though. But then, after the hot sauce, after the pepper, the special sauce, if you have it fresh grated, even better. But you can even use the fake stuff, that giant green container of fake Parmesan that will last for 4 years in a cupboard where the sun does not touch. It'll last way longer than any of us that are listening to this now. You put on that fake Parmesan or real Parmesan. So hot sauce, Tabasco, black pepper, Parmesan, the Holy Trinity. That's what I do to my popcorn at home. It's a little bit mad scientist, it's not going to be for everyone, but I definitely prefer it to this. I don't know why you keep eating this. I'm not crazy about it. I've been holding these 4 pieces just like my hand is shaking knowing that I have to keep going.
I've got a couple of hot takes about this. And then I was going to say, in the spirit of transparency, since you're talking about your interesting popcorn seasoning habits.
Transparency? Daughter, if you're listening to this. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, the 2 things that I like to put on my popcorn that is, I guess, like not traditional. I really like a good Cajun seasoning salt.
Yeah.
Like Cajun popcorn.
Oh, yeah.
And then I really like furikake, the Japanese like rice seasoning with the seaweed and the sesame seeds. That stuff's really good on popcorn. And I got the idea for that from like the
real quick.
Yeah.
You see that giant line, that spike there? You see that big thin guy?
Yeah.
That was when you sniffed into the microphone. So just keep that in mind for whoever edits the podcast.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you got that idea, the furikake idea?
Hang on, I want to see it. I got that from there's a big brand, I can't remember the name of the brand, but there's a brand that makes like furikake seasoned popcorn in Hawaii. So
yeah, I know, the hurricane popcorn. Yeah, yes. With Spam. They put Spam in it too.
Ooh,
very, very good. Okay. Yeah, the moral of the story is, guys, just have fun with it. And actually that's one of the reasons why I kind of admire the audacity of the caramel jalapeno cheese popcorn, because they're just having fun with it. And you're like, you know what? Who cares? I don't care if you like it or not. This is what we like.
Yeah. So here is my in-depth analysis, which is why I ate so much of it.
Yeah. It grows on you.
Once you are acclimated, right?
Yes.
So the pieces, because what you have in here are the cheddar jalapeno popcorn and caramel corn. But because the caramel is in the bag with them, the caramel is also covered in the cheddar jalapeno. Yeah. So the first, if your first piece, which mine was, probably yours was as well.
They're all the same, by the way. There's not 2 different kinds.
No, there's 2. Look inside.
Look. Caramel, cheese, on one piece.
That's crazy. Look, this piece doesn't have any caramel on it at all.
I mean, is that not caramel right there?
Compared to this.
Oh, you know what? Maybe there are pieces that are just caramel, just cheese, and then both. I don't know. I'm just going off the picture. Sorry, continue.
But anyways, when you start with I guess if it's all the same, if you start with a very caramely piece, you are tasting caramel with jalapeno, cheese, onion, and garlic, which tastes crazy. Right?
It's insane.
Once you get acclimated to the flavor, because the pieces with less caramel is really good. Like their seasoning blend on a regular cheesy piece of popcorn, like that's a really solid piece of cheese popcorn.
Yeah.
Once you are acclimated to the flavor and then you have a caramel piece, then your brain is starting to be like, well, now I'm in like I'm eating something savory, now I need something sweet territory.
And that spice goggles on.
Exactly. And it makes it a little bit better. That being said, I think this would be 10 times better as just
without the caramel.
Without the caramel. Just the jalapeno cheddar cheese, and then maybe if you want caramel on the side, an unadulterated caramel popcorn experience. I think that would be better. But I admire their willingness to take risks.
And I agree with everything you've said, and you're right about there being some pieces that are no caramel, and I definitely like those pieces more.
Yeah.
But even that being said, like, yeah, I like that they tried something new, and I'm sure that people love this. It's not necessarily exactly for me, but yeah, the seasoning that they have, their cheesy jalapeno seasoning is so good.
Yeah.
Kind of want to just put it in 3.
I'm a 3. I think that all things considered, the weird taste, but the innovation, and when you get a non-caramely piece, if that is what you use to center yourself, if that's your totem,
yeah,
those pieces are great. So I think that all things considered, I think it's a 3.
And, you know, I think what a crazy way to end the episode. It's such a weird snack. I do think it's worth trying. You said you got these from Costco?
Yes.
So look out for the Mallory's Finest.
It's already gone. The reason we got it is because it was marked down.
Well, if you guys, want a piece, we'll ship them off one by one.
1 by 1.
2
Make
by
it
2.
fair. Yeah, a cheese piece and a caramel piece.
So these are 3, but, you'll never try them. You'll never see them again. That's why you got to listen to us try them. We really enjoyed the Cheez-Its. The cheesy taco was good. The 4 cheese was good. But the real stars of this episode were the Cheez-It Duos Pesto Mozzarella. Well worth the wait. Easy 5. And surprisingly...
Hold on. We have that in 4 right now. Are you officially promoting them?
The Pesto Mozzarella? You know what? Yeah, I think they're a 5. I mean, it just makes me feel like, because everything else, I guess, maybe I'm also biased now at this point. After everything else was, I'm like, okay.
Make them taste better.
Perhaps I was too cruel to you before.
You yearn for the pesto mozz now, yeah.
And the No Chill sugar cookie Pop-Tarts, which we did give a 4. Very, very, very good. They really nailed that flavor of that specific artificial sugar cookie that you get from the grocery store with the weird frosting on top that everybody loves.
If you know, you know. The girls will get it.
Yeah, that's true. And guys, it has been a great. Well, it's been an interesting episode. Let's just say that
it's been a wild ride.
You've been listening to the Super Tasters podcast. My name's Evan.
My name is Gabe.
Thank you as always for listening, and thank you for your support. And and maybe check up on your Patreon subscription if you were previously a subscriber and you forgot to set it to auto renew. But thank you to our Patreon subscribers that are currently still supporting us. Talking about KGMA, Lesprit, clearly awesome. Talking about the Pickler, Yarbs, and not to mention the Unicycler and.
The Pickler?
I already said the Pickler.
Oh, my bad.
Tape Master.
Thank you.
See, I remember I got them all on the top of my head. Yeah. And guys, as always, remember first we mine, then we craft. And that's Minecraft!
We're not gonna get better.
Flint and Steel.
Oh, yeah.
Never mind.
Flint and Steel.
Where's my mute button?
Flint and Steel.
Chicken Jackie!